Shalom, shalom. I want to say all praises be to Abanawa Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone of Rule Well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. I came out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled DJ Trump and the Madman Theory, because I heard it I think it was the BBC News. It says DJ Trump, Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States, he's imposing the Madman Theory, man, which that's in line with the scriptures, that's in line with prophecies. And I'm going to just read what the online definition of the Madman Theory is. So this is the Madman Theory from AI Overview. The Madman Theory is a foreign policy tactic where a leader tries to appear irrational and unpredictable to intimidate adversaries into making concessions. That's exactly what DJ Trump is doing with all these different foreign nations, even so-called allies, the EU. That's what he did with this attack on Iran. He said they have 2 weeks and then he bombed them the next day or two. So on and so forth. Even what he's doing domestically too, man, with his whole immigration crackdown. And he's building basically concentration camps. Alligator, Alcatraz. Oh, and that's another thing they were saying. They were saying Trump is encouraging all Republican states to build these concentration camps, man. Which we know they're using it right now for so-called illegal immigrants. But ultimately, it's going to be used on the American citizenry too, man. Once you, like in line with Second Ezra's, once you so-called against the government, and we know one of the main people that they're doing that they're gonna be after is the men of the Lord. Once you oppose the government, they're gonna send you to these places. Like one is called Alligator, Alcatraz. I think one in Alaska is called Bear something. But he's encouraging, I think he's even funding these different Republican states to build these type of different concentration facilities, man. These draconian facilities, man, because that shit is Alligator, Alcatraz is what? In the swamplands of Florida. Bear, Alcatraz in Alaska, what? You surrounded by bears, polar bears, brown bears, ferocious animals, man. Showing that Trump is really employing this Madman Theory internationally and domestically, man. The idea is that by appearing unstable, a leader can make even extreme threats seem credible as adversaries might fear an irrational response. So there you have it, man. Trump has basically the whole world on edge, man, with his irrational ways, man. But it's all the will of Yahweh Shai. Because we know what we in these last days, we're in the time of Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. So this is the time for the what? The Edomites to rejoice, the elites, especially the elites of Esau, Edom. Because this is their heaven. This is their rulership. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Why? Because you have a madman in there, man. The king of Babylon is a madman and he's irrational. And he's going to stoke all type of chaos in this world, man. Upheavals in this world, which is aligned with biblical prophecy. Ultimately, bringing in the RFID chip, and ultimately ushering in World War III, which we saw the pre-stages of that, the precursor of that, with what happened with Israel and Iran, and America intervening, using them bunker buster bombs, man. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know it he had but a short time. So he come down unto you with great wrath, the Madman Theory, because what? He know it that he had what? But a short time, man. Meaning that it is soon over for this devil, man. So guess what? He's gonna employ what? The Madman Theory. He's gonna jack shit up, man. And it's beautiful because it falls right in line with biblical prophecies, man. You understand? Because he had but a short time, come. And that's right in line with Job. Job chapter 20. Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Come. The triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. Quick fast, man. Quick fast, man. So that's why Edom coming down with great wrath. That's why Trump is up in there doing what he's doing. He's showing that hatred towards the tribes, specifically the Latino tribes. But guess what? Like he said, he's building his concentration camps, and his thing is also the criminal American citizens. And who is the main so-called criminal American citizen? You so-called Negroes, man. There's 1 million of you Negroes locked up in the prisons of America. So guess what Trump is going to do next? He's going to recommend that you get shipped off to these different concentration camps, and also get shipped out of the country. Because that's another thing he said. He has been saying to deport criminal American citizen criminals, man. You understand? And you have places like El Salvador willing to take these people, man. Because the president of El Salvador, which is an Ishmaelite, he's done with DJ Trump, man. And he's willing to work with Trump to send for Trump to deport American citizens there, man. You understand? Read that again. Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, the wicked is Esau, Edom, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Kind of Esau is the biggest hypocrite, as he proclaims himself to be a so-called Christian, a humanitarian. But where's all you Christian and humanitarians with all the deportations that's going on, man? Where's God loves everybody with the deportations that's going on? It's showing that you people are hypocrites, man. You Edomites are hypocrites. Vocab Malone, all these so-called Christians, you are hypocrites. Because don't you? Where's John 3:16 now, man? God loves everybody, man. Why aren't you stopping Trump from doing these deportations? You voted for him, man. Showing you that you Edomites are hypocrites, man. You're the biggest hypocrites. You want us to forget about slavery, us to forget about the genocide of the Native Americans, but we must not forget 9/11. You understand? We must love everybody, but you cool shipping people off to our concentration camps, man. Showing you that, hey, so you Jakes need to wake up. Was that Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12? But Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 12. 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. Cancer, never trust thine enemy. That's what you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to realize, man. With you Latinos, you feeling it big time right now, you understand? Big time. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Can. So like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So Esau, Edom, is going to continue to be the devil, man. You know what I mean? Read that again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So meaning he's gonna always be wicked, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is always going to be wicked, man. And he's showing his horns with what he's doing to you so-called Latinos as I speak, man. And what he's setting up to them, because they want to institute more and more deportations, man. You understand? That's the madman. That's the madman Trump, man. DJ Trump, the madman theory. Also, what he's doing is about bolstering the military-industrial complex. What? To forward that American hegemony across the earth, man. So the prophecies are beautifully aligning with the Lord using Trump up in the Oval Office, man, as the king of Babylon. Though he humble himself and go crouching, because these Edomites appear to be so humble. God loves everybody, all of this, but it's all bullshit, man. Because we see what's going on, man. You see what's going on? They all voted for Trump. And we know Trump is a so-called white supremacist, man, so to speak. Which ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Because you belongs racist, man. You belongs for your people, man. And Trump is for his people, which are the Edomites, man. Specifically the elites of Edom. He with the whole agenda, man. He's just bombastic about it, but he's still with the agenda and part of the New World Order agenda of the elites of Esau, Edom. That's why he backs up Israel. Netanyahu, he's done with all of them, man. You understand? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. God, so he belongs on point. That's why we brothers in the truth, we have that knowledge and understanding. No, we know who the enemies are. We know Esau, Edom is our enemy. We know what? These different nations, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, Ammonites. So we know all these different heathen nations are our enemies. So we not in darkness, man. We're not ignorant to who our enemies is, man. We on point and we understand, yeah, these people are our enemies, man. And we expect these things. See, what Trump is doing, we not flabbergasted by. We expected it. And really, we wanted it to happen. We want Trump to go more off the rails, man. Because what? We trying to get delivered out of here. We trying to get out of here. And the more and more off the rails and more prophecies Trump push coming down upon you Israelites, coming down upon these different countries across the globe, the tariff wars. That's another thing of the Madman, in the Madman theories, this whole tariff situation. Understand? Just to store up all the different nations against him, man. Joel 3 and 9. To store up the hatred against Trump, against America, man, against Trump, man. And even stir up more divisions here domestically, man. You understand? Stir up more divisions here domestically, here in Babylon. What? The Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. You understand? Ecclesiastes 12 and 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Done. So you're going to know what? He's still the devil, man. He's still the good old devil, man. And Trump is what? The perfect candidate and perfect elected candidate to bring forth this chaos and ultimately the downfall of Babylon the Great. And 2/3 of you Israelites, you're going to be caught up in it, man. You're going to be caught up in it. But the 1/3, the 144,000, we're going to be delivered. And we really being saved out of we being delivered really every day in, every day out, man. Because this is the valley of the shadow of death. So every day that pass by, the Lord is protecting us and have a hedge amongst us to be protected from the woes and the wiles of the devil, like Ephesians 6 says. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. And we see that happening, and we only see things going into the direction of more and more chaos, upheaval. 2nd Esdras, the 15, 16, and 17 chapter, so on and so forth. Great persecution coming, upheavals of the people, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. We see all of these things happening, and Trump is the right man for it, man. He's a true right man to bring in the maddest times that has been upon the planet, man. Like Matthew the 24th chapter tells you, Daniel the 12th chapter tells you. Trump is the maddest man to bring in the maddest times upon the planet, man. Lord's will, he is that man. Hey, so with that, hope your brothers and sisters were edified. And really, it ain't nothing for us to fear, man. It's something for us to embrace. All of the stuff that's happening, with the deportations, World War III, this is for us to embrace, not for us to fear, not for us to panic. This is for us to welcome. As we understand, this is signs of what? Our ultimate salvation. And so with that, hope brothers and sisters will edify. Going to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of great millstone who rule well, and shalom to the elect. Kwame Ashala.